Now we move to the next button here, which is submit NGO data. Okay, now this is more like submitting the information of your NGO for grants. All right, you are meant to compile your information just the way we used to do in the grant community, where you put the number of clusters on an Excel sheet, okay, the number of people, the cluster heads, and all of that, and you are going to upload it as a data for your NGO. Now, if I want to submit my NGO data, I will just need to click on submit NGO data here, just like this. Okay guys, so once I do that, let me open it in a wider screen so that you can see. Alright, so now this is NGO data collection. Alright, so you can see that this is in 5 steps. The first step is just like the bio data. Alright, just your information. Now you are going to type your full name here. This is very important, guys. Pay attention closely, because you will not be able to do this twice. You have the chance to submit your NGO data just once, okay? And if you fail to do it right in the first instance, you might not be able to submit again, because you have only one slot. And that is the reason why we are making this video, to guide you on how to do it. Now, to submit your NGO data, I want to first of all believe that you have compiled all your NGO information, including details of the cluster heads and the beneficiaries of your NGO, in an Excel format. Okay, this form only accept the CSV Excel format. Alright, so to fill this information is simple as usual. You slot in your full information, your full name, alright, just like this. And what gender, okay, you are a male or female, so I am male, so I select male. Alright, so what is my age range? Alright, so I click on this drop down, and I'm going to select which age category or age group do I fall into. Alright, so I'm between the age of this. Alright, so I select my age, okay, and state of origin. Alright, so what state are you from? For me, I am from Kano State. Alright, so I type in my state of origin, I click on next. Alright, you can see that I move from step 1 to step 2 of 5. Alright, so you need to type in your email address. Guys, make sure that this email address is correct. Alright, about your NGO. If you are not sure, please leave this form and verify properly before you continue. Okay, because like I said earlier, you have only one slot to submit your NGO information. If you are not sure, make sure that you compile your information correctly before you come to fill this form. Otherwise, I advise you to abandon it for now and make sure that you have your information intact before you continue. Alright, so I assume that you have every information intact, alright, and you just type in your valid email address. Alright, also the phone number of the person that is the owner of the NGO submitting this NGO data. Make sure you put your phone number here so that I'll be able to reach out to you. Alright, so for the phone number, so I type in my phone number. This is going to be the phone number of the NGO owner who is submitting this form. Alright, now the next thing here is to type in your state of residence. What state do you reside? I stay in Kano State, guys, so I type in my state, Kano. Alright, now what local government in your state do you reside? Okay, so I stay in Sabo, for those of you that know Sabo in Kano. Alright, so that's the local government I stay. You can put more information if you want. Now, what is your address in Kano? Alright, so this is my address in Kano. Type in your correct address, guys, and click on next. Alright, so we are making progress. You can see that we did step 3 of 5. Now, what is the name of your NGO? Alright, put the full name of your NGO here. Remember, the name of my NGO is Ade Foundation. I believe you all remember. Alright, please don't put Ade Foundation. Put the name of your NGO, just like this. Now, how many clusters do you have, guys, okay, on your NGO? Personally, I have 50 clusters. Alright, so I just type 50 clusters and upload the NGO data in Excel format. Now, below here, you can see that only Excel file in SLX or CSV format is allowed. Alright, so I believe you can see this. Alright, so make sure that your file is in this format. Otherwise, the app is going to reject your file. Okay, so let me just upload my file here. Okay guys, so I just uploaded my NGO information here. You can see that this is in CSV format. Okay, this is an Excel file, okay, that contain the information about my cluster heads, the number of clusters, the cluster information, every information about my NGO, as we used to do in the grant community. I believe you understand. So I click on next. All right, so the next here, tell us your plan. How do you intend to use the money? Of course, you know you're applying for a grant, all right, and whatever amount they give to you, how do you intend to use it? What is your sharing formula with your beneficiaries? What are your plans? So tell us whatever is your plan here. Keep it short, guys, and straight to the point. Okay, so whatever it is, type it here. Alright, so whatever it is, just type it here. This is not what is supposed to be here, but I believe that you have plans for the money. So type whatever are your plans here. Now, select how you want us to verify your information. So I click here. Now, at this point, guys, make sure you put in your right information. If you don't put in your right information, the system will not be able to verify your details. And once your details are not properly verified, then it means they cannot give you a grant in any way. So make sure to type in your correct information. Alright, so select this drop down. If you want to be verified through bank verification number or the national ID card, so I will choose national ID card. So once I select national ID card like this, you can see that there's a box here that is asking me to type in my national ID card number. Okay, so you type in the correct national ID card number and you click on next. Okay guys, so once you do that, and if in case you select the BVN option, you click on it and you see a box here where you type in your BVN number. Make sure it's the correct BVN number, guys, and you click on next. So whichever method you select. So once you click on next, it's going to ask you to agree, all right, that every information you provide here is true about you, and to show to us that you are not a robot. 7 plus 3 is 10, and you click on submit your NGO data. Now once you click on submit, guys, you can see that congratulations, your application has been submitted successfully. We will be in touch with you shortly. And this is a summary of the information you filled so far, guys. Alright, so you can screenshot this or just keep it for your own information. Your details is already recorded on the app database. Okay, now you can, like I said, you cannot submit this information twice. In case you try to do that, look at what will happen. Let's assume that you try to resubmit your information again. Now once you come here, you see you cannot submit your NGO data twice. You have submitted your NGO data before now. So, and this is the information you keep seeing. I told you earlier that you cannot submit twice. Alright guys, so let's move to the next aspect of the app.